line things up here because I have no idea. If you think BSDNC, this is going to change anything or make me change my nickname for you, no, BSDNC, you will remain BSDNC. And when I'm talking about BSDNC, I'm addressing MSNBC, who has now breakingly changed your name now to MS Now, or as I like to call it, Miss Now. She's Miss Now. And you don't mess with her. Oh, you don't believe me? See, this is why you need to tune in to Hard Lens Media every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Central. MS Now, Miss Now. That's Miss Now to you.
We will become MS Now, which
say again
stands for my source. We will become MS Now. 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 We will become MS Now.
Quantum Alchemist. Yes, it is a shite name.
Which stands for we will become MS Now, which stands for my source for news, opinion, and the world. And look, Andrew.
That is stupid. News, opinion, world, MS Now. My good, look, listen. I'm a huge fan of the show Succession, but even their segment of we here for you. You know, we here for you. There's a here and then, hey, we're here for you.
Oh, they even have a graphic up. I like
there it is.
Actually,
the new logo.
It looks very sporty. We will
look at that. Very sporty. Hey, wait, hold on. One more time. We're going to sit. It's only 14 seconds.
We will become MS Now, which stands for my source for news, opinion, and the world. And look, Andrew. They even have a graphic up. I like
there it is.
Actually,
the new logo.
It looks very sporty.
Yeah, very nice logo. My God. Listen. What happened? I'm getting a lot of messages now. Who's calling me? Is it scam likely? Am I FBI handlers? Probably so. Probably so. Remember, folks. I love to live. Gene Silvers. MS. Nope. By the way, shout out to Brett Boyle. Good morning to you too as well. Oh, I know. Or Mastermind Hour says MS Mal. So let's talk about MS Now. Well, in the media business, at least breaking up can still be hard to do. BSDNC, MSNBC, will have to take a new name in months to come as it seeks to carve out an identity that will have it competing for scoops and news with current corporate sibling NBC News. MSNBC will soon come to be known as my source for news, opinion, and the world. Stupid. Or MS Now, following the spinoff of the bulk of NBC Universal's cable assets into a new publicly traded company called Versant. Stupid. The changes are detailed in a memo to staffers Monday by Mark Lazarus, who run Versant as its founding CEO. MSNBC or BSDNC had planned to keep its name, but NBCU recently decided to retain its famous peacock design and markings and not share them, requiring Versant to make changes to some of its networks that use those insignia and the NBC logo, Lazarus said. As we all know, the peacock is synonymous with NBC Universal and is the symbol they have decided to keep within the NBCU family. This gives us the opportunity to chart our own path forward, create distinct brand identities, and establish an independent news organization following the spin. They're going to take... They're coming over here. They're going to take over everything. We had a good run. We had a good run. I think YouTube is independent news organization. Yeah, very independent. Under Versant's plan, USA Network and Golf Channel will soon be housed under the brand USA Sports, and each network will get a redesigned logo. CNBC will retain its current name, but will also get a new logo that nods to its history and expertise in business news, Lazarus said. The change in directions mean MSNBC and NBC News will be even more distinct from each other and more competitive. NBC will be forced to drop its reliance on NBC news gathering apparatus and has been hiring its own staff of journalists under Chief Rebecca Cutler. During this time of transition, NBC Universal decided that our brand requires a new, separate identity. This decision now allows us to set our own course and assert our independence as we continue to build our own modern news gathering operation. The future of our success is not tied to remaining within the NBC family and using the peacock as part of our identity. Changing names of long-running media institutions can be risky. Warner Brothers Discovery recently found out that dubbing a streaming service associated with HBO with the name Max left it at a disadvantage when it came to brand recognition, particularly because many of Max's popular offerings are HBO programs. Paramount, over the years, changed its name and mission of the cable outlet, now known as Paramount Network, and it was known in different iterations as the Nashville Network, the National Network, and Spike TV. The overhaul undermined its brand and overall media space. And the MSNBC moniker and the MS moniker could also cause some confusion with emerging digital product tied to NBC News. NBC News Now is an ad-supported streaming service that has gradually expanded its hours and features shows led not only by NBC nightly news anchor Tom Lamas, but also Haley Jackson and Gary Schwartz. One prominent MSNBC anchor expressed support for the plan. If there was ever time for us to change our name, this is it. Because we're not just separating from NBC News in corporate terms, we're competing with them now. So I think distinction is going to be good for us, said Rachel Maddow. For years, MSNBC and NBC News were part of a structure governed by a single senior executive, most recently Cesar Khan, who was preceded by Andy Lack. Now the two operations will likely cover many of the same stories and work similar sources. MSNBC has in recent weeks hired NBC News journalists, including Ken Dillon, Brandy Zardowski, David Norige, and anyways, a whole bunch of other people. And Versant has hired senior NBC News executives, including Brian Kalanova, Tom Crennan, a whole bunch of other people. So there you go. So here you go. Corporate types might take comfort in the fact that MS Now, oh God, is probably easier to say and recall than MSNBC, Maddow suggested. While I will admit to having no idea how to pronounce MS Now or Miss Now, I'm still not all that sure about pronouncing Versant either. We're at least dropping our syllable content from 5 to 3, she said. An efficiency gain. Jesus Christ. You know what? Here's what I think about these new names.
And here's what I think about it.
You know what? Hey, listen, I need some motivation. Candace Owens, tell me.
You were born a man and you will die a man. You were born a man and you will die a man. You were born a man and you will die a man. You were born a man and you will die a man. You were born a man and you will die a man.
Thank you, Candace. I needed that. Breaking news from Candace. Candace there. Candace Owens. So, okay, MS Now, Miss Now, an independent news organization. Mark my words, more of these anchors are going to be coming into our space, setting up Substacks, setting up on YouTube, doing all this stuff, claiming to be independent, getting all these subscribers. For the love of Christ, look, listen, I'm 50-50 on all of this stuff with AI identification and everything else, because one of the few benefits is that at least, okay, maybe bots and AI channels will be taken down, which is great, because I don't want the dead internet thing to be a thing, because, you know, I just find it interesting how the algorithm and rhyme supports all these people. You know, to everyone that's sick and tired of corporate media, remember, a lot of these pundits were reading and following the orders. Reading and following the orders from their corporate overlords. What makes you think any of them are independent? Miss Now. MS Now. Is there a difference? No. It's still the same people. What? They're gonna is Miss Now gonna be sassier to Trump? No. I mean, they're pretty crafty in changing their names, but this is the desperation of corporate media. Okay, BSDNC's gone. The name is maybe MSNBC's gone, but the quality is still the same. And they're all coming into our space. And I remember like 8 years, 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year ago. They all laughed at us here at YouTube. And now they're coming here. They're all coming here. They're all coming here right now as independent. Whoop the frickin' do. This is desperation, but MS Now. MS Now. And look at this. Look at how they're trying to promote it.
We will become MS Now, which stands for my source for news, opinion, and the world. And look, Andrew.
Look at that logo. MS Now. MS Now. I mean, what is this? Why am I here to suffer? Why must I suffer at this? But there's a little bit more because I found a longer video. And thankfully, I have my viewing audience.
All right, we have breaking news as it pertains.
Hey, the Peacock logo's still there.
To our network. This morning, a new name for the network by the end of the year. We will become MS Now, which stands for my source for news, opinion, and the world. And look, Andrew, they even have a graphic up. I like
there it is.
Actually,
the new logo.
It looks very sporty. As we go to Versant, we're going to be moving in this direction. MS Now, which I got to say, I got a call yesterday afternoon, and they're saying, "We hope you're okay. We're going." I was like, "What do you mean? Like this shows we're independent." And what I've said.
Hey, are they independent? Type 1 for yes, Kit. They are. They're independent. Type 2, no, they're not, Kit. And it's okay. I feel your pain. I see and I feel your pain. You know what this tells me? When I see somebody saying that they're independent like this and they're in corporate media.
I don't know anything about politics. I don't know anything about politics. I don't know anything about politics.
I don't know anything about politics.
On this show, time and time again, as you look at the people that are running the company, they're entrepreneurial.
Right.
Like when you have somebody come into your company after working for like big corporations, and you're talking, you're saying, and they go, "We want you to be entrepreneurial. We want you to come up with new ideas. We want you to push the boundaries." I'm excited about that, so I'm excited about this too. It's like, what's in the name? Well, whatever you put into the name.
Well, look, my understanding is this decision was a choice by NBC Universal.
Right.
Remember, originally they were going to leave the Peacock with the different units.
Right.
They decided that they wanted that to stay with NBC Universal. Having said that, despite my sentimentality about the Peacock, I've always loved the Peacock.
Yeah.
No, I always loved the Peacock. Say it again.
The truth is, despite my sentimentality about the Peacock, I've always loved the Peacock.
Yeah.
The truth is, despite my sentimentality about the Peacock, I've always loved the Peacock.
Yeah.
Always loved the Peacock.
The truth is, I've always thought about this network and CNBC and USA and actually all of those assets as insurgent networks.
Right.
This is an insurgent network. And I love the idea, to be honest with you. You can take out your salt shaker or whatever you want to do and say, take it with a grain of salt. But I like this because I think it actually does have this sort of independence and actually gets away in some ways from even the idea of legacy media.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think what you're seeing MS do and what you're seeing some of these other networks do now is not just linear, but by the way, I'm watching you on TikTok now. Do you know that? Do you know I'm seeing you on TikTok?
Oh, God. I'm watching you on TikTok. Oh, you're not. It's still the same program, still the same thing.
So this is a thing, and of course, because I'm hip with the
By the way, body language 101. When your arms are crossed like this, it means you're defensive.
kids.
I know.
I actually didn't know this, but this network is the most watched news network on TikTok and on YouTube.
Yes,
right?
it is.
So we are moving. We're moving in a direction beyond corporate media. And again, I think this fits. It fits. It's it's a new marketplace. And you look at legacy media, you look at the old media companies. I could list a lot of names, John Lemire, that meant a lot 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that mean nothing absolutely now. It's what have you done for me lately? And are you looking to the future? Are you trying to hold on to the past? And this is a question. Are we going to be like Eastman Kodak throughout the 1980s and 90s?
No. I tell you what you're going to be. You're going to still be the same program, same talking points. You're going to try and get the same advertisers. You're not independent. You know what independent is? Independent media is dealing with the algorithm and rhyme and getting messages from your subscribers and patron supporters, people who've been following your channel from the beginning or just recently like your content because they like what you're doing and saying, hey, how come I was unsubscribed? Hey, how come I'm not being notified? Hey, how come this video is being suppressed? This is a really good story. Hey, how come, my comments being deleted? Hey, how come your channel got terminated? Hey, how come your channel's being shadow banned? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? That's what it means to be independent. Being independent is going through the trenches. Being independent is fighting, knowing for the fact that this is the top of at least one of the most difficult genres to cover in and be part of in the YouTube sphere, because there was at one point, and I remember it, where, there was active engagement. There was people tuning in. There was actual real stuff happening. And then comes 2015 and the knee-jerk reaction of cancel culture and, of course, the adpocalypse. And who was cheering on? Corporate media. I remember when they were trying to make an example out of PewDiePie. And I think he's the only one who, out of all the YouTube creators, he will eternally have my respect because he rode off into the sunset. But they tried to smear and slander him, and then in turn, they went after every single other YouTube content creator. They put in all these ridiculous guidelines, but yet with all those guidelines, there was always a loophole for all those predators to get on through, which again, corporate media will cover, but then sweep under the rug, just like they're doing with the Epstein files, just like they're doing everything else now. So MSNBC changed its name to MS Now, Miss Now, Snip, Snap, Snip, Snap. It's still the same thing. You're not independent. Maybe I'm getting angry. Maybe I'm going on a rant. But how is it that you're different than everyone else? You're still the same. You're still going to have access to the politicians. You're still going to have access to the advertisers. And you've got the support of the algorithm and rhyme. Am I wrong?
Or are we going to be like NVIDIA and look at a brave new world? And I think this actually helps us do that.
The media landscape has been changing a lot over the last decade or so, but it's been...
John Michael tipped $5. Thank you for your generosity. BSDNC being on TikTok and YouTube means they're no longer corporate media is the greatest joke I've ever heard in the last few years. Yes, I'm not laughing though, because again, we all know how the algorithm and rhyme works.
Really accelerated in the last few years in this particular moment. So
Abiding 71 says it's different now, Ken, hence the name Now. Miss Now.
it does seem an ideal time to rebrand, an ideal time to embrace a new identity, to, as you said, to be an insurgent network. MSNBC.
By the way,
Mary Man, I'm sorry to yell. I just get annoyed when I hear corporate media thinking it's independent.
it's also a line in the sand just about the future. And the truth is that this network, originally the MS, was Microsoft.
Right.
So for a very long time, there has been a rebrand, I would argue, almost in order.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's good. Slight
You're just
smile.
saying that. You're just saying that.
No, I think it's good. And I think
For those who remember the show Succession, in season 2, one of my favorite scenes, I forget which episode it is, but it was the boar on the floor, right? And it's a game. It's a fun game. Okay. So I'm gonna call out some people. All right, boar on the floor, right? Boar on the floor. I'll post the scene on Discord, okay? Boar on the floor. It's a fun game. All right. Lawrence Johnson, what do you think of the name? MS Now. Is it good or bad? Go ahead. Type real quick. Go. No, come on. The rules are that there are no rules, right? If you know, go ahead. I want honest answers. Go ahead. Sunny Day. What do you think of the name? Go. Mastermind. What do you think? Seraph, what do you think? What do you think of the name? What do you think? How do you think? Everybody better answer. Natalie Williams. Oh, Natalie Williams. You think the name is shite? Or are you just saying it? What do you think? What do you think of the name? Bore on the floor. Because right now, this is what it reminds me of right now. Oh, you think it's because again, there's no Logan Roy was trying to find out who snitched on his deal, and he was going to make an example of 3 people. So there you go. Oh shit! You think it's crap? Bore on the floor. Mastermind hour. Okay, very good. You could sit down. She thinks it's a good name. No, you're just saying it.
What do you think?
I think it's good. Slight
You're just
smile.
saying that. You're just saying that.
No, I think it's good, and I think I think that I didn't know the MS was from Microsoft. I mean that, yeah. I think
crazy.
yeah.
That deal didn't go well for Microsoft.
Yeah,
but
no,
anyway.
it did not. But I think that's right. And look, we know for a fact that people get their news, a lot of it from YouTube and TikTok. So if you're biggest news, if you're the biggest news network out there, that's a big deal.
Yeah, the goal is again, be entrepreneurial and be independent. Let's
we call
That's bull. You're not independent. New name, new logo, same quality. BS.